good everyone, and welcome back to Empire Total War with the Darth mod. Last time around we tried to take Malta, and in doing that we would have won the campaign. Unfortunately that army was destroyed, and so, well, it might be good anyways, because I was looking to have more of a bigger battle or something more interesting to end it on, and I think this is this has to be the last one, because I've started having problem loading saves, so I had to actually revert back a few turns here just to actually get it started. And I was very lucky that I'd done quite a lot, that I'd done a lot of saves, so I'm not entirely sure what part of this is breaking down, but it simply isn't working as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to fight the Prussians. There's going to be quite a lot of them, so I'm thinking that I'll just continue fighting them until either I win, I guess we could lose as well, or until the game crashes, which is more likely. Then I'll reload, and I'd out to resolve the battle on Malta, and we'll get to see the end credits, the end video showing that we won. And after that, I'm gonna ask you guys to put down below in the comment section what game, what Total War you want me to do next for the next series. It could really be anything. Normally I say that I'm not gonna do the same title twice, so no Empire. Put down as many different ones as you want, and I'll put the top choices. I'll put in a straw poll. Feel free, or I encourage you to name the game with a mod to enhance it. The one that's preferable, then I'm gonna test it out and so forth. Yeah, and then put it into a straw poll. I'll put up a special video, we'll vote on it, and then boom, I can start another one. Anyways, let's go ahead and see. I think I only need to go forwards a bit, and the Prussians will intercept me. We'll see if this works, because I had a few other battles crash on me. So let's see if this works. Kind of anticlimactic if it doesn't work. The FPS completely tanked there for some reason when he walked. The Prussians don't seem to want to intercept us, and so I think rather than attacking here, which might just be too far away for these guys, we're gonna attack this farmstead, or this farmland next to Brandenburg. Okay, so we get 2 reinforcement armies. This is not nearly big enough. Okay, so what we'll do is, let's say we'll do an hour against the Prussians. This is not nearly big enough. But yeah, let's go ahead and fight the Prussian army. And here we are for the battle deployment. I've gone ahead and deployed the Scottish on the right side. I think normally I put them on the left side, but this time I've gone ahead and put them on the right. At least I think I put them on the left the last time. So we've got the normal Scottish line infantry in front, backed up by the Royal Highland Grenadiers. Behind them we also have the 33rd, and behind the 33rd, as per usual at this point, we've got the Welsh Fusiliers lined up ready to aid them. Then we've got our cannons in the center. We've got the normal artillery, and then we've got the howitzers in the back. Next to them we've got 1 unit of lifeguards ready to protect them, and then off to my left I've got British Fusiliers backed up by British Royal Grenadier Guards, and behind them we've got the General, which in this case is... can I remember what he's called? It's one of No, I cannot at this point. I'll probably remember it later on. And he is backed up by Royal Cuirassier Guards. And behind here we've got 3 units of normal line infantry, just in case, as reserve. Right. Let's go ahead and take on the Prussians, shall we? We'll start by having the British Fusiliers marching up, trying to gain some ground, followed by the Grenadiers. We're going to tell the Grenadiers not to fire, as we don't want them to shoot our ally, their allies in the back. Then we're going to have the Scots advance as well. Thing is, the cavalry is coming on, so maybe... Oh, look at that! The Prussians are firing rockets, and not only that, it seems as though they are targeting the general. The general will have to retire back further, and the cavalry, as it's coming under attack. You know what? I can quickly move the cavalry, all of it, to the center, because they're opening up an opening there, so I can charge the guns. At the same time, we've got the Scottish line infantry here. Oh crap, it's German heavy cavalry charging in front of us, and it's a guard unit as well. It's going to be difficult, unless of course they're stupid and they're just going to ride straight in front of the line. Okay, they weren't actually targeting the general. The life guards will move to deal with them, and then we'll have the 2 units of Royal Cuirassier Guard charging forwards. I think we'll be able to beat these guys, since they lost half the unit just riding in front of the Scotsmen. Yes, they are beaten. Follow the rest of our heavy cavalry towards the center. Now what do they have there? Looks like they're going to try to place a spike here. Some spikes with the Prussian Jaegers. Prussian Fusiliers. Fusilier Jaegers, that is. Oh, here comes the rockets. Damn, pretty darn devastating at close range. Let's go ahead and destroy those blasted rockets. What kind of interesting troops does Prussia have then? Well, they've got guard Jaegers over there. This is what a normal line infantry looks like. Pretty darn nice. I think I saw a grenadier unit moving around in here. We've got a unit of grenadiers here fighting my heavy cavalry as they're trying to take on the take out the rocket troop. Behind them we've got superior line infantry. Interesting name for a unit. Let's see, do we have anything else interesting? Formed a giant square here, but that's normal line infantry. We've got what is some mounted Jaegers, it seems. Feldjäger, something. Superior line infantry, guard engineers. We got dismounted dragoons over there. We've got a unit of guard engineers. As the enemy is now occupied, trying to deal with damage we caused in the center, I will be able to wheel my flanks into position and will be able to create crossfire. Crossfire can be very devastating, as we saw in well, you probably didn't actually see that because I forgot to record it, but we had a line battle in oh, the enemy's coming on here. Switch to canister. We had a line battle in Holdfast, me and Pixelated Apollo together with the 77, and unfortunately for us, we managed to bring too many troops. And so our company regiment, because it was a 2v2, was fielded like 5 people, while we fielded something along the line of 40 people. And our line was just too large for its own good. And so Diplex 28, and I can't remember what their support line was basically able to attack us in our flanks while we couldn't properly move because we had bloody well 40 men. And also, it's a bit unruly to try to control a line of 40 or so fanboys of Pixelated Apollo. Not all of them were the sort of the way you would think of fanboys, but there were quite a few. And also, we don't train in the same manner as the others, or I think we don't do. They're coming on strong here. We see a new unit, Royal Prussian Prussian Cuirassier Guard. Here comes the Grenadiers and Superior Line Infantry marching up together with the Engineers and those mounted Jaegers. Steady volleys from the British Fusiliers might just prove to be victorious this day. The Scottish are facing a lot less resistance here. This line right here, why have you not blown that away by just shelling it with canister? The problem with the British Fusilier line is that these lines only contain 250 troops, which is normally quite large, but in this case quite small. They have a hard time dealing with some of these cavalry units. Massive volleys back and forth here with the enemy Grenadiers at close range. What is this? The Dragoons have mounted once more and are charging, and they're attacking the officer. Move in to support him. No! What is that? Pick up the flag immediately. Who's... Oh, they have 2 drummers, but no flag? Oh, crap. The rest of the regiment just pushed straight through. How about if I tell you guys to open fire? Will you be able to shoot on the Dragoons as you are at the same time engaged in melee? Could be useful, and it could be enough to see them off. Yes! There we go! Send the bastards off. Right. Take your position back there again. This unit has lost a lot of men. He's gonna need support from the unit in the back. See if we can concentrate on firing in this corner here, trying to kill these guys off. Fire at will! Are these firing by rank as well? Or are they? Yes, they are. Fire by rank is probably the preferable way to fire, or at least it looks the best. You can't deny that. So this unit has lost too many men, and it's gonna have to be retired. I think we're gonna retire actually the entire front line. Too many of the front line units have been damaged. And then we're gonna tell the second line, as the first one has passed, I'll tell this line to open fire. These bloody Prussian Grenadiers, there was only about 39, but they were still standing in front of the line. But now they're beaten. And most of the Prussian army is. The Scots have also been able to fend off whatever came against them. Let's hold fire here. Oh, look at the carnage that we caused here when we just pushed all that canister into that region. Right, what do we have left? Wait. Oh, I thought it said cavalry shooters, but it's cavalry sharpshooters. An interesting little unit there. What do we have here? It's a lot of just crap. Let's have the cannons select target at will. Oh, this unit. Where? Where did that come from? Am I missing? I guess it moved around, or maybe it moved similar to what I did, moved straight through the center to attack us. Anyways, remount the guns. And the howitzers should pick target at will. Enemy general was killed. Well, if he rides straight into volley fire... Oh, it's not actually volley fire. Then no wonder he's going to die. And they're just slowly... Oh no, he's actually moving in among the troops there. But I'm not entirely sure what his idea is here. He's losing bodyguard, men out of his bodyguard pretty darn rapidly. But he's able to move through. Oh wait, what's this? Oh, the enemy is spawning right behind us. And this Welsh Fusilier is almost... Oh, so that was it. What he was doing? He was moving to join in with the troops coming out here. Right. 33rd. I'm gonna need you to move like that. And I'm gonna need these units to move like this. And the general to oversee the entire thing. The enemy in front is more or less destroyed. Don't think we have... Well, we have this unit over here. So if the one cannon could deal with that, maybe shrapnel would be nice. These two will fire round shot on that and get rid of that. And then we'll see if we can deal with the Prussians coming out of here. I've ordered the 33rd to line up here. We'll see how that goes. Seems they've snagged a bit. Units of Welsh Fusiliers. There was one there that suffered quite a lot. Welsh Fusiliers up on fire. The smaller unit. We'll see if we can retire it. Fall back. While the other unit opens fire. It's just a normal regiment of horse. What else are the Prussians seeing fit to bring in here? 3rd Regiment of Grenadiers is moving up. They are getting hit at the same time by explosive shots by the howitzers. Militia. What's this? A Guard Jaeger battalion. A Dragoon unit. And militia. We have, however, cornered them. If I just can get this 33rd to move in a satisfactory way, we can finish off the enclosure. How's it going with the artillery? They have dealt with everything in the front. Now I want these guys to hold fire. What we're going to do is we're going to get these guys that actually have grenades to come in support of the center. What I could do is I could throw grenades into this mess and blow the lot of them to hell. Oh, mounted grenadiers! I'm hoping... Yeah, that's the enemy units retreating. Right, the Scottish Grenadiers are moving up, ready to throw grenades into this mess. There's a lot of... The 33rd here is about to break. Oh, they broke just now. Crap, stupid cavalry. There's no way we're going to be able to have time to... Oh, they're retreating. The enemy is retreating en masse at this point. Make sure that they'll will take as much damage as possible. So this, our first encounter against the Prussians, we were victorious, but there's a lot more Prussian troops on the continent than there are British troops. Right, first battle, victorious. And here we are, we can see that we've deployed 19,000 men against 5,000 enemies. And their assault is that most of their force was destroyed. Around 1,000 men though were able to escape. And we lost 2,350. I think maybe, you know what, maybe we should go north. We've got quite a few stacks here. Oh, well, we got one big nice stack. Oh, it's really laggy to click on anything. Or maybe I should dare go towards this. We could go to, like, snap towards the capital, I guess. Well, Elliot Compton probably needs to recover his army. And I know people, or one person in particular, has been asking for just a regular line infantry. Now, this is colonial line infantry of this army. So we probably don't actually want to go first, because the colonial line infantry is not as good. Randolph Ashcroft. Let's see. Tell me this one has normal. No, it's all colonial. Oh, so all these armies are actually quite crap. Colonial. There's a difference of 8% in accuracy in between the units. Let's just have you move up a bit closer before we commit to anything. It's really going quite laggy here. I'm guessing. Oh, so we've got a small Prussian force here. Thing is, though, I don't think it's worth fighting, because we've got 40,000 men in total. Jerome Pitcard versus Otto Hein. No, I don't think so. This one will out-resolve. Hopefully we'll remove some of this crap and we'll improve the frames a bit. Yes, that seemed to have improved the frames quite a lot. I say, and then I click on the army, and well, it's not as improved as I thought. We want to be dragging, you know, major part of all those troops in. But then we know that the total amount of my troops is about 40,000. Right, now you can advance upon Dresden. Godwin, Wethrell. Let's see if they go ahead and intercept him, or if he's able to move within range. Yes, they did intercept him. We've got our entire army, more or less. Let's see, what is he called? It's Compton or something. I can't remember exactly called. But we've got our entire army. It's not actually. It's well, we lost a few men, so we've got 35,000 men against 17,000 of the Prussians. The Prussians, however, have split their force into many stacks. So I guess this was the battle I was looking for. We're gonna go ahead and save just in case. Not that I think I will be able to load this save, but anyways, let's go ahead and fight. And here we are for the battle. It's pretty straightforward. Everything is colonial line infantry, except for 2 units, which are foot guards, which we got back here, and they are going to protect the general in the back there. But yeah, let's go ahead and start the battle. The enemy only really starts with one unit, and the rest of it is going to be brought in from all sides. So we can see that we've got an enemy cavalry unit coming out, let's see, somewhere around up there in the forest. So I think what we'll do is we'll have these troops right here advance and try to take a line along this here. Move like that. We had one unit there that was quite small. Let's see, 188. Is that the smallest one of these? It looks like it. Then that one is going to go ahead and claim this house for us, while the rest go ahead and we can maybe see about lining them up along there. We probably need a few more men just to cover this area. So we're going to get these 3 lines to move over there. Then let's see, we've got enemies coming out somewhere along the forest far away over there. But let's always endeavor to gain ground, and then we'll take in between this forest and line towards the road there, along the road. And then I guess we need some men going towards the center, and sort of bridging the gap in between here. And then we got some reserves, since most of the fighting, or a lot of the fighting, seems to be happening over here, or is going to happen over there. We're going to... oh, we're gonna have to halt here because, well, the enemy cavalry is upon us. We're gonna have to form square, run towards that house. So we're gonna have to form a lot of squares here, trying to protect ourselves against enemy cavalry charges. There's a lot of Prussian cavalry. It seems to be a lot of these gendarmes that are coming in, rather than normal regiments of cavalry. A lot of these units was split up. Enemy general was killed though. Still, your command is to take that house. I command you to take it. Oh, we've got a similar situation on this side. Death Head's hussars have moved in. The Totenkopf. Have moved in. And they are attacking this unit. Form square. This one needs to form square as well. It's attacked by a general's bodyguard and a regiment of horse. Thing is, they are being backed up by these two. These two need to halt because we've got some lancers here. Bosniaks. We've got Bosniak lancers. They're just losing general after general, the Prussians. Sending them straight into battle. You know what, march, and I want you in between the house. Let's see, are they firing from the house? Yes, they are. This regiment is confused since it cannot get inside the house. We've got just a complete mess here among troops and cavalry trying to fight it out. But it seems like the right is secure for now. It's really the center that is coming under attack. We're gonna move this one up. Probably need that one up there. Oh, we've got Guard Cuirassier coming at us. The Totenkopf hussars were defeated. So we'll form back into line. This square can be broken as well. It's a very small unit though at this point. What do we have here? Regiment of Cavalry. Where is the enemy infantry though? They've got a lot of these. Oh, they're going to sandwich these units. Form square. This unit will actually tell it to retreat off the field. It's too small to do anything. So we might as well. What do we have? We have line infantry. Now we'll do what we originally set out to do. Is take up position along these walls. The reinforcement units, or the reserves, we're not going to move them up just yet. Seems like the squares here have hold. So let's move up and see if we can line up along these walls. And then the reserve really needs to be standing next to this wall right here. The wall and fences right here. That will be good. What do we have here? Colonial line infantry moving in to support the center. That's good. I want you to move in the gap there. Let's see if we can sort of gain a bit of ground towards the house. Okay, I want you guys now to take defensive position behind the walls. That'll be good. Very nice. So we're setting up along the walls here. It's good defensive position, but we're not able to put down maybe as much fire as we would like against the enemy. This square will now move back and take position back there. This unit, having suffered a lot, will send it off the field. This one needs to line up better with the others. We got line infantry and what is this? This is an von Altenhalten. This is a long name. The number 2 Prince Moritz von Anhalten's musketeers. And then moving straight into the fire. Here on the other side of the small woods. They went up, they tested our resolve, and then they moved back. Probably should wait for reinforcements. A lot of the reinforcements that turned up on the right have been defeated. And so now it looks like we've got a few guys coming in from over here. We've got the number 26 Musketeer something. Hard to pronounce. And then we have another one, the 28th. Also a bit of a special unit in terms of its look. We've got some light hussars. But there's only 34 of them, so that's more like a scouting units, I guess. What do we have here? Line infantry guards moving up. And the general's bodyguard. We've seen and we've killed quite a lot of those. We've got Ulana cavalry, backed up by Royal Prussian Hussar Guards. And they also have the skull and bones with the cross underneath it. With a crossbones. Royal Prussian Cuirassier Guard. Backed up by a few cannons, 24-pounder howitzers. We got some horse artillery. Carabiners. Buddenbrock. Guess that's Buddenbrock's carabiners. More troops coming in the center. Some light infantry. Or maybe they were there to begin with, just that they were hiding in the tall grass, and now that the light infantry is running, we can see them. Interesting place here in the middle of nowhere to have a street sign and what looks to be a bit of a... They're selling a bit. What are they selling though? A bit of cabbage. I mean, the thing is, those are, compared with the troops moving around, those are some pretty darn big cucumbers right there. I'm not entirely sure what the other is. The other parts of it is. Okay, so the Prussian regiments are actually standing to fight. Thing though is they moved up way ahead of the rest of the regiments, and they're getting destroyed. The thing though is the colonial line infantry, as I said, is not very good. So we shouldn't count this or put faith in it anywhere near what we would to normal line infantry. The thing is, I don't know where, if I want to split the line, if I want to move the line up here. Because what I could do, well, this side I probably could move up. Because we got most of the enemies now turning up from down there. And hopefully that will be like the main stack coming down from there. And it looks like they're not entirely maybe moving from this position. They seem like they're going to hold here. Or maybe they realized they were beaten here in the beginning and they're trying to move back. How far away can we fire these cannons? What's the range of the round shot? So on the round shots, we can fire about there somewhere. Why is it different? Is it... Oh, we've got 2 of them are 12-pounders and 2 of them are 24-pounders. So we can't reach all the way, but it looks like it might be a good idea to try to advance upon the enemy. We've got cavalry unit. It's the Lancers have gone into the side of this unit. Tell them to form square. The colonial line infantry behind the wall is laying down fire as much as it can. But I think it's time we move. Yeah, it's probably best if we move these units out and try to assault there. Looks like we're gonna need some reinforcement in the center here, because this unit, the number 2 of this prince, has been able to defeat our men. I mean, look at the lines here. They're down to 100 men each of these 2 lines. There is a risk of these lines just completely collapsing. The thing though is that they've only sent 1 unit up, so there's no risk of if they're actually going to break through, it's not really going to do anything because they can't capitalize on it. So we're gonna make an effort to move towards them now. Let's see if we can throw them off guard with a bayonet attack in the flank here. We're gonna have a smaller unit move up and attack them in the flank, and then once they this unit is broken down completely. Once it is once it's come under the bayonet attack. These two units, oh crap, this unit is out of shot, so it will march as well towards use bayonets. This one's about to lose all its ammo as well. Charge them before it's too late. Move up. Colonial line infantry is probably not that good in melee. But I mean, if we can outnumber the enemy, that will do a lot. And this unit is providing fire support for the few shots it has left. Got one guy, I'm not entirely sure why he's all the way out here. Is that a reinforcement unit that's turned up? A cavalry unit? That we can see over here? No, it's retreating. That's good. Let's go back. It's still holding, but now it's completely outgunned here. And we're gonna have this unit move around so it can shoot them in the back. Oh, this unit's out of shot as well. Well, throw yourself in there and attack them bayonets. They are actually slaughtering my men. This one is gonna move to protect the flank as the enemy moves forward here. Now they're starting to break. Right, we're gonna move all of this, except the ones in the house, of course. We're gonna move all of these along here. There. Now forwards. So that's a small general's bodyguard. Is that coming back? There we go. They are defeated. Kind of unnecessary to shoot at them once they've retreated. So it's probably better to move to deal with the oncoming troops. These guys stay in the back because they don't have any shots left. And then these guys will move up to take control of the wall. And the reserves will move to support in the center. Oh, the enemy is charging. Countercharge them. Bayonets, gentlemen, bayonets! They are active, and they're winning slightly, even though they're fighting so many more men. Line regiment of sharpshooters have turned up. And there's a bloody horse guards. The Lightfoot, for some reason, decided to join in the fight. Keep marching up, men. We need a unit here to support against these guys, but we got these guys coming up. So I think what we'll do is we'll tell this one to hold, and then this one will be told to move rather quickly here, and then that will be able to fire on this unit. This one needs to wheel, so this one doesn't fire at them. I think we're gonna lose this fight. Where there's the cannons? I want all the cannons to target this unit. The guard line infantry. All these units are kinda moving too far. Move into square and destroy that general. Keep up the firemen. They've only got about 30, so I'm guessing that's like 30% chance of hit at normal range-ish. No, it must be even less. But 30 is not very good. 40 is about what you'd normally expect from a unit. My center is kind of holding though. Kind of stupid if these are the... No, this is the guard infantry. I thought that was maybe the... that was the... what's it called? The sharpshooters. You know what? Let's continue and just block the reinforcements from coming in. Same could be said for these regiments. To continue moving from where the enemy is spawning there out on the side. We're laying down a lot of fire on this unit, and surprisingly enough, my regiments are holding. Well, maybe you should fire on these guys instead. You could march with these ones as well. And then we have the reserve back here. Not gonna move it up just yet. Yep, there we go. You will retreat. You can oh, there's only one guy left in this unit. He's the sole survivor. Well, he's the only one that isn't wounded. I'm guessing not everyone who dies actually dies is dead in the same way that you would think about it. It's probably quite a high number of them that gets wounded. Okay, the reserves will march forward as well. In case of everything going belly up, we still have this centerpiece to this sort of redoubt which we can plan our attack or defense from. Now there's a lot of units that have gathered down here in the corner. And so I think once we actually begin to touch these guys to sort of open fire here, there's a lot of cannons ready to be captured. A lot of howitzers. We're closing in to destroy them. They have moved up a small mortar unit there. Our regiments are marching forth. This one has lost its officer. Okay, these guys, let's get them. These two, go ahead and deal with those bloody mortars because they're going to cause a lot of damage. These guys will be drawn in a line like that. That's the end of the map. So it's a strong center regiment with two weaker ones in the flank. Come on, move quickly! Get those bloody mortars! And then what do we have coming up here? We've got 3. We're gonna take this one as well. And these guys are gonna move partially through the forest. Or partly, not partially. It sounded like I said partially, like the plant thingy. Come on, open fire then. Keep it up. Shoot them down. Okay, so the enemy is not moving out. That was my concern because there's so much cavalry up there. That they would move out of the defensive position and that they would attack my regiments or charge them. Okay, let's move quickly. This unit will quickly move there. This one will move there. And this one will move there. Oh, now they're moving. Not entirely sure though if they're going for a charge. All these Prussian cannons just ruining my lines. Well, the mortar battery was dealt with. Means you can advance. Same for these units. Forgot this one, he needs to move. What do we have here? Bloody Feldjägers again. Yes, they are charging now. We'll form square and wait for reinforcements. We've got 2 units already coming up. Move as fast as you can. These 2 will hurry up. There, move, good. Lads. Right, the squares are holding. This one, I kind of want you... It seems like a perfect position to place them right there, being able to fire in between the squares. This one will kind of just fire straight onto this square. I'm sending this one forward to do bayonet attack. The problem, since we moved so far from our original position, is that I don't have enough, like I don't get artillery support at this range. Continue forwards. Reform the bloody square. They've lost a lot of men coming up this hill. Charge! Charge those howitzers! Oh, it's a counter charge! Look at all the Prussians coming over the hill! There are too many of them! What is this? It's the number 28. And here comes the number 14. The Musketeers von Lewald. Okay, we can drop the squares now. Let's see how it's going in the forest. Seems to be going fine. I want these guys moved up. What's this? Bloody Royal Hussar unit. Form square to deal with them, and this unit will stand next to it to help protect. Then these guys will continue forwards towards the enemy. Our regiment was destroyed, only 5 people made it out of there, and the cannon position is still in the enemy's hands. But we're able to lay down good fire on this unit. Destroy them! I want them all dead. I'm hoping that most of these units looks to have quite enough ammunition. There's not going to be a problem there. You know what? This smaller one, go ahead and charge these cannons. We might as well. Okay, at this point, since we're so close to enemy lines, we're not gonna have our units retreat at this range. We got 2 larger regiments. Let's see if we can get them up a bit more quickly here. Got quite a lot of cavalry coming in here. There must be another reinforcement army coming from over there. And it seems to be based a lot upon cavalry. We've got a special unit coming in here. Number 11. Verbitsky. Try to open fire upon them before they reach us. No, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to. Form square then. How did our attack on the cannon seems to be working? For some reason the enemy is hugging the wall over there. We need to get that crest so we can fire upon the enemy from a better angle. The enemy won't stand a chance as we surround their spawn point. See if we can make it like that. How's it going back here? These guys are doing just fine. Move forwards. This one seems kind of pointless. Why don't you retreat? Hold the square. Hold your square. Hold your squares. Let's see if we can send some men to help these guys out. A unit of regiment of horse. Oh, there's a lot of Prussians in here. The cannons are causing a lot of problem for us. Let's see if we can soften them up a bit. And then use these forces right here. In a bayonet attack. Coming over the hill and into that mess. Walking through the heavy snow. The fort over there still standing strong. Well, it hasn't really been attacked, so. Thing is, there's a lot of enemies coming on here. And these units are very tired, low on ammo, and low on troops. So the enemy could be able to break through here. And these squares, I don't know for how long they will hold. And it looks like these units, yes, they're going for this one. Form square, they're stopping me from doing my plan. Like the smaller one here will be flank company to the one that forms square. These two, I need to get them running right now, so I can go ahead and get the charge in. Here's another special unit, the 13th Intensplitzen something, I don't know. You know what, let's get this charge going. And these two will go down, swing, and down those against those guys. And the rest will continue in towards there, try to break those guys. Flank company thing is working, I think. Fight hard, men! Keep going! Oh crap, a grenadier regiment turns up. There are too many of them. There are too many Prussians. This unit is just... I mean, they're pushing so much lead into the side here of the Prussian regiments. And on the top, my regiments are trying their best to force the enemy down on this side of the hill. And at the same time, we got the Prussian artillery probably killing as many men as I'm killing myself. We've got 3 smaller regiments. We need everything to come to our aid here. The small flank companies need to move up. This one, I needed you in the center yesterday to throw in a bayonet charge. What are these two? Are those two maybe? Which are now cornered. They're attacked by a regiment of horse. And then they're fighting... what are they fighting there? Looks like a dismounted. No, it's mercenaries. Unit of mercenaries. Get this little flank company in there. Shoot down those horses. This unit. You know what? If I place them there, firing into this, that should probably do quite a nice number on the enemy. Okay, this unit. Okay, maybe not too close. About there. That'll be fine. We got Prussian Fusiliers coming in. 9th Regiment of Prussian Fusiliers. Well, that's good because they don't have bayonets. What on earth is Davy Crockett doing here with his men? Landwehr militia. Why on earth do they look like David Crockett? They look like American explorers. That must be some kind of mistake. Oh! That was a nasty volley, just destroying everyone. Problem is, just as we were getting excited for that volley, the enemy broke the force I had here and is now attacking this unit in the flank. But they are causing a lot of damage on these troops. And the sustained fire that we've been able to put down has caused the enemy to break. Oh shit, we've got some bloody... This looks like a pretty darn Royal Grenadier unit. Look at these. The 1st Regiment Grenadier Glassenap, whatever that is. And then we've got Swiss coming in. Simply put, there's just too many enemies. Oh, Freikorps is coming in. Ah, crap, the Freikorps, and then go directly for this unit. The Freikorps charge! It's going into the back. God damn it. And then enemy line infantry has turned up. Well, I guess those are the ones that we weren't able to defeat here. My forces are being swept back on all sides. And I imagine pretty soon we'll see our reinforcements turn up. But damn, we've caused a lot of casualties over here. The 105th Regiment of Foot, line of infantry. Keep fighting! No, the Swiss, they're attacking out to stop these guys from firing into the melee. Support the rest of the company! Support it! Their units are breaking way. The Freikorps cavalry is moving in. I think we'll pretty darn soon see the end of this. Ah, it's the those Glassnap or whatever. The 1st Regiment of Grenadiers. They have lost over 170 of their men, but they're probably pretty good in melee combat. A nice looking unit. Oh yes, the center companies are broken. And I think this one's the only one we really have left here. It's gonna do its best though to hold on to this. The glass snaps are down to... The glass snaps are down to 84 men. line infantry firing back. The thing though is the enemy is not actually going to attack us, they're just standing in the corner, which is a bit annoying here. Keep firing, men. There's 48 of them left. They got pretty good chevrons though. Almost full. Oh. There they broke. Maybe I'm getting reinforcements now because I can see some cavalry coming in on the sides. Looks like it's generals coming in. And the enemy is now lined up against us. Let's see if I can just organize these troops a bit better. The life guard units, they will be over there. And then we have the normal colonial line infantry. Going to be drawn out across there. We have a lot of these generals coming up. I'm not entirely sure what to do with all of them. I sent one of them away. I'll probably send more away as well. We can't really bother with all of them. I don't think the enemy will stand very long. They fought a very long... Oh, blunderbuss shotgunners. We need to shoot those guys down. Oh, this volley right here. Well, kind of unnecessary to waste your ammo and shoot them. When there's a blunderbuss unit right there. I wonder how they will fire. Let's see. I guess we maybe have to go to slow-mo to actually see the shots. They seem to be going too fast. Is it causing a lot of damage here? I can't really tell if the blunderbuss is any good. They seem to be causing a bit of damage to us. Most of their troops though, as we see here, have moved around, and I don't really have any... Oh yes, I do actually. Hurry! And then the cannons will deploy, because now we are in range, I hope, of being able to firing over there. Clever bastards moved into our flank. Fall back. This regiment, however, will continue forwards. There we go. Halt. Boom! And just shot through all three lines here. I don't think they will be standing for very long. No, the Prussian Fusiliers fell. And the line infantry fell. It's the Swiss. They are standing. What's this? The Frey Battalion Musketeer of Major Quintus Aecilius. And it's light blue. Or baby blue, maybe. Baby blue and then dark Prussian blue on the coats. What else is moving in? Foot Guard Engineers, Blunderbuss Shotgunners, Line Infantry. You know what? I'll tell the cannon as you're in... Oh, they're just out of range here. Maybe they can bounce a few shots down there then. No, the 24 pounders should be able to. The 24 pounders should be able to hit them. But the 12 pounders cannot. Okay, swing this up again. And fire upon these guys in the flank. This one will move up real close behind this line infantry and then blow it to bits. The howitzer that's coming in right here, I'm not entirely sure if I dare move it any closer. So let's hold, deploy, and open fire. The House are losing a few men, but not maybe as many as you might think. This unit's marching. Oh, they have actually turned now. Even though the unit... Yeah, they're no longer facing the house. But we are ready for a volley. And so we will march until we're just... Let's see. We don't want to lose too many men. They're about to falter. Halt. They are faltering. They are running now. Come on, fire the volley, damn you. 125. We've got about 15-ish men. Well, I guess that's enough. Deploy on the side here. This regiment is in a bit of trouble. The engineers, they're able to fire upon them, so you will fall back. Do we have any more men? I guess not. What's that? We've got oh, that was the mass. I was looking on the map, and I saw this mass cluster of enemies. But those were the ones that that we had defeated. How's it going with firing on the cannons? Oh shit. This one's continued to march and is now... Oh, we've got blunderbuss in the back. We've got a unit of Freikorps throwing grenades at them. Light Freikorps, we've got Guard Marines firing volleys, and we've got the stupid American-looking unit coming out. Sharpshooters, Freikorps cavalry. Come on, 12-pounders. Continue to blast these bastards to bits. This square, unfortunately, is probably not going to do so well. Let's hurry to get these guys in line. They'll be able to send these two off. Another regiment over there. Let's have these regiments continue forwards towards the enemy. And we can have this one slightly wheeled to come against the enemy. Wheel. I'm doing firing by rank. And this one is about to begin. Doing ripple fire. The engineers, they're still standing though, but they're taking heavy casualties. Pretty good ground though, as you can see. It's like they've got a bit of cover here in the forest, so they can hide behind in sort of this dent in the ground. And they're actually inflicting quite a lot of damage on us. We were able to send this one off. Means that these two can come closer on the engineers. These three needs to be drawn in line like that, and this one will come to face the front against the Marines. The howitzer is, yeah, the enemy's out of range at this point, so you will have to fire round shot. We're gonna need more men, so everyone but the original general, unfortunately, has to go. Retreat. They're still holding in there, the bastards. Right there, we sent them off. But the infantry guards lost a lot of men. These two should be able to move up. Try to deal with the guy, the Freikorps in the forest. We've got a lot of troops in here. But it's militia, Landwehr, and a bit of Freikorps. You will go onto the flank. These Landwehr really doesn't look what I thought they would look like. The Freikorps unit's moving up. Interesting that the Freikorps has that they have grenades. And the sharpshooters, they're a bit too close, I'd say, for being sharpshooters. Their potential is being wasted. Are they charging in the center? The Marines and the Landwehr are charging. We got 2 units of militia moving up. How's it going with us shooting down these cannons? Yes, it seems as though we've more or less shot these cannons. Oh, we've got a pink unit, which is the Count Waldenberg Regiment of Horse. Lightfoot infantry. We've got a Life Grenadier. A Lifeguard unit. Freikorps moving up. This is Freikorps Line Infantry. What's the difference with the other Freikorps unit? The one retreating here. It's Light Regiment of Foot. Ah. So that was the difference. Oh, how did they surround this unit? They're not doing too well though, the militia. And they are being forced back. I noticed the 12-pounders aren't firing. Fire on that militia unit. Oh, we've got more line infantry coming up to support us. We've dealt with the enemy here, so these guys will come up through there. And this one will move to support these guys. I'm guessing, you know what? Open fire right here. I want all cannon fire going down right here. See if we can break these. This unit will form square as it gains a bit of a morale bonus. The enemy's going to be able to break through the center. Maybe they're moving in within range of the howitzer using explosive shot. No, it doesn't. But I think we're going to pull back because there's so many enemy units here. So we're going to pull back towards this high ground. And hopefully the enemy will march within range of the explosive shots. You know what? We'll pull back the entire line at this point. We've got reinforcements marching in. But it's going to take a while before they actually reach the front where we need them. Few regiments here are breaking as we're withdrawing. Units are confident. You know what? I think we're going to have to utilize the shrapnel on that Count Waldenberg. Draw the line along there. And you guys will draw the line along there. It's very good. The shrapnel is flying in the air. And then we've got the explosive shot coming in as well. A howitzer shots exploding on the ground. Stupid general's bodyguard is moving in front again. The enemy likes to lose its general, doesn't it? It's like it's a game for them. How many generals can I lose? Oh, these guys are out of shot. Well then, nothing for it but good old the bayonet charge. Anyone else here that's out of shot? Why are you standing like that? Ah, I guess you came back from routing. I'll put you on the flank. 100 men managed to get through. And they're causing disarray within the lifeguard. And they caused this one to rout the Marines. Cannons! Open up on the Freikorps. Blow them away. The unit was defeated and is now retreating. Did we just get another general? Oh no, I think I sent the wrong general away. Or no, it's probably the right one. Open them up on the militia. The howitzer is firing. Oh! Who opened fire upon the house? I did not even notice that. Oh god. What's this kind of shitty little unit? Did I wait? Retreat immediately. I don't want you on the field. Well, here we get some real units. We've got one 240. This one's out of shot. Why don't you charge? So we've got some real units ready to take over here. And do we have any more? There should be some coming in. Let's see. No, I cannot see any more units. Oh, they're forming square in anticipation of the charge. And just as I go to zoom in, it seems as though the game has crashed. Very unfortunate for me. The battle against the Prussians crashed, as we just saw, and I auto-resolved it on the quick save, and we won, surprisingly. So it seems like I could just roll up everything of this. For some reason, it seems as though it's almost easier to auto-resolve against European powers, even though I thought it would be harder because those cannons and stuff. But I guess they just count like the numbers, because then in auto-resolve it becomes quite hard to deal with nations, the non-European ones, because they can amass so many troops. Anyways, let's go ahead and end this here campaign. Dorian Addison is going to defeat the Knights of St. John, and we're going to win the campaign. Campaign 1 for Great Britain. Say what? I didn't get like some kind of... Well, that was anticlimactic. I thought at least I would get some kind of some, what's it called, like a cinematic thing going on. Disappointed. Anyways, this is the end of this campaign. I hope you have enjoyed it. So go ahead now and suggest the next one And as I always say, I hope you enjoyed this video. And hopefully, I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.
I stand before this house to report that our most bloody struggles have now been concluded with success. We have weathered the storms of war, and we have arrived at that happy state where the Crown and Parliament are as one. We have done much then. I feel sure the House will join me in congratulating our armed forces. This total war, now successfully concluded, we may allow ourselves a day of celebration. I thank the House.